All right, guys, getting ready to send out the GoPro Hero 8 Black on my iFlight Nazgal. So hopefully it comes back to me in one piece. All right, so we are getting some gas here, getting ready to head up to Philadelphia. Gonna do some drone flying, gonna do some GoPro 8 testing. It's actually a sunny day, even though a lot of the colors are kind of masked by the winter and a lot of the trees and stuff are dead. Still got a decent sunny day out here, so this is what you can expect from the microphone audio here, doing a little bit of vlogging here. See a little bit of the color saturation we got going on. This is the GoPro Color, and this is the 4K at 60 frames per second widescreen. And we're going to do some comparisons later on with Superview and then wide and then other different styles. So, but this is what you can kind of expect out of the GoPro 8 for your vlogging. I do have the Hypersmooth turned on, so a little bit of walking here. I'm gonna walk around the truck so you can kind of see what it looks like with the Hypersmooth. Probably doesn't even look like it's moving, almost like it's on a gimbal. So we got some birds flying. And I do have the audio set to auto, so it's going to go ahead and you know, it's going to, when the wind blows, it's going to kind of cancel out that noise. So that's what you can kind of expect from that.
Every day we escape, losing all of our faith. We can't live this way. Feel me slowly fade away. Feel me slowly fade away. As far as the wind will take me. Every day I feel time slipping, passing, skipping by. All the words I could say just can't really seem to stay. Feel me slowly fade away. As far as the wind will take me.
Alright, so here's a little bit of a little road test. Riding down the road here, just holding it in my hand. Now here's the thing. I'm going to be strapping this to a mini quad very soon. Don't you worry.
I divide all the fractions of my mind, take away all the pain, give myself another day. Give myself another day. Every day I decide if we'll ever see the sign.
Alright, so we are walking down the streets of Philadelphia over here by the Eastern State Penitentiary. This is just a walking test. We'll see how stable it looks. But this is with the Hypersmooth turned on, 4K at 60 FPS. And get over here by the penitentiary and I'll do like a light jog and we'll see how smooth it looks. Pretty nice day out here, not too bad. See, what I want you to pay attention to is the fixed objects that are going by. Take a look at some of the cars and just see, you know, how stable it looks. Let me turn the camera a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and start doing a light jog. We'll see how stable it looks doing a light jog. Now, I'm just holding it in my hand. There's no gimbal. Just holding it in my hand, doing a light jog. Okay, there was the jog test there. Back to walking again. Color profile. You see the walls here of the Eastern State Penitentiary. Make sure you check out my video in the right hand corner here. The Eastern State Penitentiary here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. See, the whole idea of this camera is it's very compact, small, you can take it with you. And with this Hypersmooth 2.0, you know, you're able to get really nice cinematic smooth shots that aren't shaky, you know, without having this giant gimbal attached to your big camera. So it's a really big deal. It's really nice technology that they've put into this. But yeah, I can just walking down now, do a little run, see what the running looks like as far as the stabilization. And back to walking again. Hypersmooth 2.0. All right, guys, getting ready to send out the GoPro Hero 8 Black on my iFlight Nazgal. iFlight Nazgul. So hopefully it comes back to me in one piece. I hope. But this is what you can expect with a GoPro on a mini quad. Let me start off by saying, wow, the video that this camera puts out pretty much without having to do any kind of post editing is simply amazing. I love the color saturation. I love the white balance. These are all stock settings, by the way. We're running 2.7K at 60 frames per second, Superview with the Hypersmooth turned on. And you'll notice that the footage looks really smooth. I'm not doing any crazy maneuvers just yet. I do a couple of split S's, couple little rolls here and there. I just wanted to get a feel for the extra weight on the quad before I started doing any kind of maneuvers. But man, I love the fact that you're able to push record. This is the end result that you get out of the camera. I think it looks absolutely phenomenal. If you don't have time to color edit and do any kind of after production type editing for smoothness and anything like that, I mean, this is just, I mean, out of the box, out of the camera, I think this is amazing. The microphone quality was fine. You could definitely hear, you know, the changes in the directions of the wind and stuff like that. You can definitely hear the motors of the quad. They don't sound overly high pitched. And this, keep in mind, this GoPro is not in any kind of a 3D printed mount. Basically, it's just strapped on the quad with some zip ties and a battery strap with the mount that it came with. But man, I am just really impressed with the stabilization of that Hypersmooth. I mean, you can't see hardly any oscillations, any shaking. It just makes the footage look really smooth. This quadcopter does fly really good anyway, But I know if you were to put this camera on a quad that maybe had a little bit of jello and stuff on other cameras, you probably wouldn't get it with this camera. I'm just really impressed with the overall quality and the colors that come out of this camera, you know, without having to do any kind of post editing. But yeah, I'm going to take a trip around here, fly around this little amusement park here, and you'll see I'll do a couple little maneuvers so you can get an idea of what your footage would look like. But I gotta say, overall, I am very impressed with GoPro Hero 8 Black. The only thing I'm not too impressed with is the overall size of it, and, you know, as far as strapping on a mini quad. But the size for walking around and vlogging is perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some music here to the rest of this flight. Hope you guys enjoy, and we will have more videos to come on the GoPro.